stay tuned for all of that, and I'll let you know what's worked and really what to save your money in. Let's see, another thing, social media. Of course, you're hooked up with social media. Put your link on there, relevant information, your URL. Do an e-zine. I started an e-zine years ago. That's something, everyone's doing e-zines, and, sign up for my free information, sign up for this free report, and then you get all this stuff in the mail. Do it well, do it classy. Don't bombard people every day with a bunch of junk. You'll get unsubscribed. I know when I send them out really frequently, I tend to get one or two unsubscribes. When I send them out weekly, I'm good. So that's just something to keep in mind. But an e-zine is really going to help you because you know yourself. You're out there searching on the web. There's so much information to take in. You might have seen something you want to go back to, but you can't remember where it was, what it was called, etc., etc. But if you're sending out an e-zine and I subscribe to that information on that site, then I'm going to get a reminder about that site once a week or a couple times a month at least. And then I'm going to be able to go to that site, get information, and that site's going to get a little more locked in my brain. And I might even forward that site to somebody else that I know would like that information. So do things like that as well. Guest bloggers. If you have a blog, which I highly suggest having a blog, because one of my blogs got indexed with Google for a keyword search term, and I did that really by just picking the search term that I wanted and using that as a headline for every one of my posts or every other one of my posts. Once I started doing that with a couple different search terms, now it's indexed right up toward the top of Google, and I mean page 1 of Google, and for those search word terms that I'm thinking people are typing in. So I'm getting found, and I'm getting a lot of response from that and followers and things. So that's something to keep in mind. Guest bloggers, again, if you're having trouble coming up with content, find people that will supply content to you, or ask if you can reprint people's articles that they've written on your blog. Give them, of course, credit, and most of the time they're going to say absolutely. So this is a great way to keep your site and your blog content rich. Always link them together, have links back and forth. This is going to help index your site. The more content, the more relevant content, the more links that your site gets, the higher it grows in popularity, and that means it's going to rise to the top of Google. The last thing that I'm going to talk about is running promotions and marketing your promotions on your website. And again, you need to have your own dedicated site where you can do these promotions. And the promotion itself isn't going to get you indexed necessarily any faster, but the way that you market that site on your social network, on your blog, in your e-zine, out there in the world, however you connect with people, the marketing promotions that you run, buy one, get one, discounts, I've got this special free gift for you, whatever, those are going to get more visibility for you. People are going to get your site locked in their brain. They're going to be more interested in what it is that you have to offer if they're interested in that category in the first place. Those types of things are going to help you get better visibility. So it's not necessarily a search engine ranking, but it is going to be something that's going to get you better visibility and exposure. And another thing that is going to help your search engine ranking is once people find your site and they like it, they like the information that's on it, there you might have a blog post or a site post that's really interesting, people tend to put a link to your site on their site. I've found this a lot of times. People, I don't even know, I don't know how, and they like some content that I had on my site. So they decided to help their visibility and their readers in content, snag my URL and my information, put it on their site. Now I've got another backlink, I've got more popularity, more visibility. So the more stuff you put out there and the more content, the more information rich it is, it's going to start getting its feelers out there in the most mysterious ways that are going to really help pay off for you. And really my last thing here is just to keep at it. This isn't going to happen overnight. It might take 6 months, it may take 9 months, it may take a year and a half. But eventually, if you do all of these things, I guarantee you, your site. One day you're going to pull your, put your site thing in there just to check it out. It's going to be on page 2. It's going to, start maybe at the bottom of page 1, and you are going to be thrilled. And then it's just a matter of keeping it there and boosting it from there. I guarantee it. So join me next time for our mini media mogul training, and I will talk about another topic to boost your small business. Thanks for joining me.